Hi guys, I'm Chantel and welcome back to another TBR video. These are my absolute favorite videos to film every month because as of right now I have no idea what I'm going to be reading in November, but these videos, this choosing kind of, plays a lot into how my month goes. I read a lot of books every month and my TBR can really help me be in the mood for reading or maybe not so much. But I have high hopes for November. So if you haven't been here the last couple of months, I am using a website that I got my husband to make for me called Hey Reader. Basically what it is a TBR generator where you have different prompts. It will just spit out different prompts. You pick a card and whatever that prompt says, you have to pick a book that fits that prompt. Now this month, like the last, I think 2 months, I'm going to do my regular TBR using books I own from my cart here. And then next week, I am going to do a specific library TBR. My plan is for Monday to be a library haul day because I've been getting all the books from the library. And then on Wednesday, I am going to pick out my TBR, my library TBR, which is just like the books from my library I'm going to read in November. And then there's going to be another TBR because every month there's like a really cool readathon happening, and this month coming up in November is the Gilmore Girls readathon, hosted by 4 really awesome ladies, and I'm excited to like join in on that. I wasn't a part of BookTube last year when they did it because I joined at the very end of the year last year, and I'm so excited to do that and possibly try to watch like the first season of Gilmore Girls. Anyway, let's get into my TBR. The first thing that I need to do actually is every month for the last few months I've been letting people who subscribe to my newsletter, I've been giving them 4 options of books that are on my cart and allowing them to pick, put their vote is as far as to which one I should read. So I'm going to pull up the voting. I actually once again forget which 4 books I gave them as options. So I will grab my computer here. Okay, so the 4 books, oh sweet, okay, I'm really excited about the 4 books I gave them as options. So Mapping the Bones, which is like a historical fiction with a fantasy twist, I believe. A Cry from the Dust, where did that end up? Oh, right here. This one is suspense. I think I'm not sure if it's dual timeline or not. I think our main character is a forensic artist, so it kind of has something to do with the past anyway. And then The Lost Queen, which I heard is a really good one for this time of year. I don't really know anything about it other than it is historical fiction, possibly also with a fantasy twist. I'm not 100% sure. And then, oh, this one. Let's see if I can do this here. I always pack my cart way too full. The Dollmaker of Krakow. This one is also historical fiction with a fantasy twist. I think that fantasy and historical fiction go so well together. I'm hoping to enjoy all these books. So these are the 4 options. And then this month we had 65 people vote. So let's see which one they vote for. Ooh, oh, I was not expecting that. With 40% of the votes, that's huge. It's actually the middle grade one. It's The Dollmaker of Krakow. That surprises me so much because it's middle grade, so I didn't think as many people would vote for it. Wow, okay, cool. I'm excited to have this on my stack for the first one of the month. I also just realized I need to take this book off of my shelf because we just started listening to this on audio today as a family, so there's no point in me reading it on my own. So we'll put that over there. Okay, so I will pull up Hey Reader and start my screen recording, and then we will get into this. I guess I also need to put these back. I've been leaving some room on the top of my cart for my library books, but I took them off for this filming, so my cart looks really sparse compared to what it normally looks like. Okay, so I have my TBR kind of set up, and I'm going to add a random prompt. So they've got, you know, 5 different options here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, actually 5 different options. And I'm just going to pick a random one and then try to fit a book that fits that prompt. So let's go for this one. Oh, okay, so it's a popular book. Interesting. I also forgot to mention, I think this month, I think I've been doing like 5 books, and I think I'm gonna stick with that. So a popular book. Okay. Let's see here. Can you even see all these? Popular. I've been seeing Lost Queen quite a bit. How If You Don't Know the Words is quite popular. I feel like I've read so many popular books in October. Interesting. I'm gonna flip this over, we'll see. This one's pretty popular, The Great Alone. I mean, I have classics, but they're popular in their own way. Actually, you know what? This also reminded me, I also need to pick a book for the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge. So hopefully I'll remember to do that at the end. This month, the prompt is, I believe, a biography. So I think these 3 are my most popular books. I know I have so many people that want me to read like Incarceron, so many, like 2. But I've never actually really seen very many people talk about it, so I don't think I would put that down as popular. Yeah, nothing else is jumping out at me as being overly popular. So I think it's these 3. This one is the thinnest. Like, I'm not scared of big books, but when I know I'm going to be picking a bunch, it's kind of hard to like pick a really thick book right off the bat. Because you never know, they might all be huge books. I'm still not really in the mood for this. I don't know when I will be, but it's not now. These are both ones that I wanted to read in November, so I don't really care. Let's see here, how many pages? 526 and 545 or so. Pretty much exactly the same. I've been really craving fantasy twist. I think this has. This is just historical fiction. Also, I have heard so many good things. I'm sure it's gonna be great. But I'm kind of leaning towards this. So let's go for this one. And maybe we can get The Great Alone on there yet. This is, yeah, like I said, historical fiction. I believe it has a fantasy twist. It's Scottish, set in Scotland. They're raised in the old way of their ancestors, but the rise of a new religion heralds an era of disruption, bloodshed, and riot. Oh, there's a Pendragon, so yeah, I'm assuming there's some fantasy going on here. And enchantment, and okay, this sounds really interesting. I've only heard a couple people talk about it online, so maybe like not the most popular of the picks, but it's been popular with a few of the people I've been following lately, so hopefully this is a good one. And so The Lost Queen, and we will get another prompt here. I know it doesn't matter like which card I pick because it's all just like randomly generated, but I like never like to pick exactly the same card every time. It's weird. I should actually just go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you know, where's the fun in that? Let's go for the last one this time. A book with a great first sentence. Okay, I got this one last month, and honestly, I don't like getting the same prompt 2 months in a row because it kind of gets boring. But this is such a fun prompt because then you have to like pick a couple books you want to read and then read the first sentence. Only problem is I don't remember which books I read last time, but we're gonna do this again. Okay, so we'll try the grade alone. What is the first sentence in here? That spring, rain fell in great sweeping gusts that rattled the rooftops. I wouldn't put that as a great first sentence. I joined up the last 2 lines of the hopscotch grid and wrote a big 10 in the top square. Nope. Oh, I think this one was pretty good. I think this one was a runner-up for me last time, if I'm not mistaken. There's a foreword and a prologue. And the first chapter. Okay, I'm gonna read the, well, no one has a foreword ever. The prologue is the bullet embedded into the dusty wagon wheel, sending, okay, excuse me. The bullet embedded into the dusty wagon wheel, sending wood slivers flying. That's intriguing, like, where's this bullet, who's this bullet meant for? And then I did read the first sentence in the first chapter last time. Are these from the bones that they dug up? The question came from my right is the second one. So this is a definite maybe. Let's put that there for now. I also really want to read this one. Okay, this has, oh, I think I did read this one last time because I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Chaim, C-H-A-I-M. Chaim was the one who heard the knock first. Yeah, that's not, as much as I want to read this book, that's not a great first sentence. This present darkness. So they kind of have it so that the ones on top are like the ones I want to get to as soon as possible. Late on a full moon Sunday night, the 2 figures in work clothes appeared on Highway 27, just outside the small cottage town of Ashton. Ooh, that was a longer one. Not great. Incarceron. Did I do this one last time? I don't think so. Finn had been flung on his face and chained to the stone slabs of the transitway. That sounds intriguing. I need to get to that one this month, or I'm gonna have a couple people yelling at me in the comments. Let's try one more because Jamie Jo Wright is absolutely my new favorite author. And I read one in September, one in October. Loved the September one. Loved the October one even more. So, chapter 1. Death had a way of creeping up on a soul, and Ivy Thorpe was determined that when it visited her, she would not be surprised. So good. I have to read this month, and every month I feel like I talk about how I would really love to do these TBRs, like live stream, because it's so hard for me to decide. Also, I talk too fast and my words become all jumbled together. Okay, I think these are the 3. And I know Holly is going to kill me if I don't get this one read in November. But honestly, I really want to read this one. I also really want to read this one, but like really want to read this one. And I feel like I can stand the wrath of Holly. Sorry, Holly. But I really need to read this. Okay, maybe I can get Incarceron in here yet, but it's going to be The House on Foster Hill. Okay, so Jamie Jo Wright, so far the 2 other ones that I've read have been dual timeline suspense books. I'm not normally good with dual timelines, but she somehow does it, and she does it so great. So I'm gonna read a tiny little bit. Kane Prescott is no stranger to death. When her husband died 2 years ago, her pleas for further investigation into his suspicious demise fell on deaf ears. Then she purchases an old house, sight unseen, in her grandfather's Wisconsin hometown. But one look at the eerie, abandoned home immediately leaves her questioning her rash decision. I'm going to leave the rest of that paragraph because I don't like knowing too much. A century earlier, the house on Foster Hill holds nothing but painful memories for Ivy Thorpe. When an unidentified woman is found dead on the property, Ivy is compelled to discover her identity. And her search leads her into dangerous waters, resurrecting painful memories and forcing a reunion with the man who broke her heart. So far, about both of the books that I've read by Jamie Jo Wright, there has been a romance, but I would say, because it's technically termed romantic suspense, I would say she does a really good job with this, and it's not romance as in the, like, I'm falling head over heels with this guy because I saw him once and he had big muscles. It's like, it's more of a relationship, which is like my big pet peeve with Christian romance anyway, is it's just way so superficial, it feels like. But she does a really good job making it a relationship, and I love that. Yeah, so definitely, man, is it November yet? I'm very excited about how this TBR is shaping up so far. Let's get another prompt. Okay, should we try the first one or the second one? Let's try the second one. Random letter. So now I need a random letter generator, and that's the first letter of the book. Okay, so random letter generator. Ooh, this one has a wheel. Also, it got really dark in here. It's kind of cloudy. Spin the wheel. L. Okay. Oh, I even got confetti. Technically I could probably use the Lost Queen for that. I feel like I'm gonna skip the word duh. That doesn't count. Something with an L. So no. Nothing from my top shelf. How about an Agatha Christie? No. Nope. No. This isn't looking so good. No. Okay, so far, nothing. I might have to repick. Oh, well, I'm sure there'll be something here. Oh no, not that one. I've just been so scared of classics lately. Ever since I read Middlemarch, or possibly before I read Middlemarch. The Lost World is an option. This is Arthur Conan Doyle, who wrote Sherlock. So I'm very curious, but I think this is science fiction, if I'm correct. I don't know. Let's see, that's an option. This is the only book on my cart that starts with an L. So The Lost World. Yeah, so other than what I said, I don't really know anything. When the reporter Edward Malone is sent to interview the formidable Professor Challenger about his accounts of strange prehistoric beasts on a remote plateau in South America, he expects to be given short shrift? I don't know what that word is. Short shrift by the researcher, notorious for manhandling nosy inquirers. But he decides to reveal his findings, and he ends up joining the professor on an expedition which plunges them into a mysterious and dangerous world populated by dinosaurs and murderous ape men. Okay, well, Mr. Doyle, we will see how this one is. Okay, so that's 3 books. I need 2 more. I really like this letter picker wheel. That was fun. Oh, maybe I should get Jared to like do that as an option on Hey Reader. Instead of having the cards, maybe you could have an option to spin the wheel, because that was really fun just sitting there waiting for that. Oops. Add a random prompt. Let's go for the middle. A purple cover. Okay, so I did this one last time as well, I think. If I can't find a purple cover, I might just go to a color generator, because I know there's options for a purple cover and a couple other colors in here, and I was realizing I kind of need it to be like a color generator, because otherwise you'll have the same color popping up all the time. Oh, but I definitely do have one. I can see right off the bat. Oh yes, last time, oh no, that wasn't last time, a different time, it was random color generator, and I got purple. and that's how I ended up with Middlemarch. But this is definitely the most purple of the books. Oh, I guess the spine of this is purple, but the cover isn't actually that purple. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this. This is The Weed That Strings the Hangman's Bag. I believe this is book 2. The first one is The Sweetness at the Bottom of the Pie. I've got my series over there. This is a 13-year-old detective chemist person. This is very much kind of like a spin off of Sherlock. If Sherlock was 13-ish and French and a girl, this is kind of how he would be, I guess. She didn't intend to investigate another murder, but then again, Rupert Porson didn't intend to die. When his van breaks down, he becomes the victim of an electrocution too perfectly planned to be an accident. Okay, well, I enjoyed book 1, and I've been collecting pretty much all the books in the series that I find, so I should probably read more of the series before I buy all the books. So that one, and then I've got one more. Get another one. Yeah, this is where the wheel would be fun, because then I wouldn't have to pick. I could just let it spin for me. Let's go back to the first one. A collection of short stories. Oh, okay. I actually don't even know if I really have one. Oh, actually I do. I was going to say I could go poetry, because I have the poetry of William Wordsworth and the poetry of Elizabeth Barrett Browning, but let me just see here. I think this is the only one on my cart. This is 7 Men and 7 Women and the Secret of Their Greatness. So these are, let's see, who are the 7 men? 7 men are George Washington, William Wilberforce, Eric Liddell, Dietrich Bonhoeffer, Jackie Robinson, Pope John Paul, and Charles Colson. Never heard of him. And the 7 women, oh, okay. Joan of Arc, Susanna Wesley, Hannah More, Saint Maria of Paris, Corrie ten Boom, Rosa Parks, and Mother Teresa. Okay, so I guess this is a collection of short stories. So this will be my pick for this one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are my books for that. But then I still need a book for the Read Your Bookshelf challenge. I'm just gonna double check that it was actually a biography. Yes, November is a biography. For the record, if you want to join the Read Your Bookshelf challenge, oh my goodness, I've got too many different things going on. I am doing a giveaway at the end of the year, or I guess beginning of the year. I'll leave that all linked below, the Read Your Bookshelf challenge. So it's a biography, and that kind of has me leaning towards either Shadow of the Almighty, which is by Elizabeth Elliot, who I adore. I'm assuming this is mostly, oh no, I'm wrong. I thought this was going to be mostly her story in Ecuador, but it looks like it starts before that. Or there's Educated. Can't get anything off of this shelf. I don't know, I've had this book probably for 10 years. So I should probably read that, but I've also really wanted to read Educated. It was on my top, my 5-star prediction list a while ago, and then I barely read any of the books off of there, so I should really read another one of them. Which one should I pick? What if I don't pick either one yet, and I let you guys pick for me? Okay, let's do that. So there's Shadow of the Almighty by Elizabeth Elliot, Educated by Tara Westover, which I believe is a woman who grew up Mormon, but like very, very secluded and didn't think didn't really leave the area. And this is her memoir. So leave a comment below. This is going live on a Wednesday, and maybe like later, maybe Monday, I will pick which one has the most votes, kind of like close the voting. So yeah, just leave a comment with whichever one you want me to read, because I can't choose. There we go. Okay. So, I mean, I'm still not sure on these ones, but this looks like a huge stack, especially considering I need 2 more TBRs for the month. These are my reads plus my potential reads for the month of November, not including my library books and not including the Gilmore Girl readathon books. Yeah, wish me luck. If you guys want to join me, if you want to use these exact same prompts and pick your own books for them, I will leave the link below for my TBR, and you can totally go in and join the TBR and pick books for them and just have a fun time. Or if you want to create your own TBR, you can go to the website and, you know, pick your own books with your cards, and we will see if Jared can get this spinning the wheel thing figured out, because I think that'd be a lot of fun. Okay, so I hope you guys all have a great November reading month, and let me know one of the books that you plan on reading in November. Thanks for watching, guys.